Welcome to the Vape-Out podcast. Today we are going to review the Vuse e-cig. We are going to talk about our trip to Sacramento, and it's going to be a pretty short podcast. We're going to be to the point.
So, I went out and I picked up a Vuse Solo digital vapor cigarette, rechargeable. I don't know much about these things, but one of the big reasons why we're reviewing this is because we want to show you guys what this podcast and what reviews and what vaping is going to turn into if nothing is done. If you notice, none of us have any other vapes at the table. This is all we got.
Yep. The possible future.
So I'm going to have the close-up cam on all this stuff as well. So when we start off, it's got this little peel on it to get that off. And it comes in a nice little case. This is the first time any of us have... I don't know if you guys have ever played with these before.
I used the blue e-cig before.
Yeah, I used the blue.
I used the blue way back when they first came out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it's got like this little tearaway kind of foil in the back.
Kind of like a pack of gum?
Yeah, like make it pop out easier, I guess. Let's see. Oh, it's got instructions. That's nice.
It actually has instructions?
It's pre-charged and ready to use. Each cartridge lasts about as long as a pack. Replacement cartridges are sold separately in a variety of flavors. What a variety. There was menthol and original in the store.
Yeah.
That's their variety. And that's what you'll get if nothing is done.
Well, what are we going to have? The 3 flavors, right?
Yeah, it's menthol,
There's
tobacco, and what else?
Cream.
Cream.
But
Yeah,
Not
cream.
even sweet cream, just plain old cream.
Yeah.
Great. So pretty much when you open an old jug of milk.
Yeah.
Pretty much not tobacco.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, I noticed right away, and I didn't get to that yet, but this is designed and assembled in the USA by tobacco experts.
Excellent. That's what I want in my vape is tobacco experts.
Mm-hmm.
If you guys aren't catching that sarcasm, vape has nothing to do with tobacco.
No,
So it
nobody
comes with
catches
a
your sarcasm.
Nice little fold out here. Yeah, it's got instructions, little piece breakdown, and smart memory, so it knows how many times I puff it. Oh, good. That way, if there's a little bit more or less, it doesn't matter. I get the same amount any time because, fuck me, right? This thing. All right, how does it charge? All right, it comes with a little charger, and it works like most other e-cigarettes. This thing just pops off right here, and then it pops into here. The water needs refilling. And then I guess you just like that.
Plug it into a
that
USB.
That doesn't feel right at all.
I feel like you broke it.
I think you did break
Actually,
it.
I'm pretty sure you tore it apart.
No, it just pops off. There's no screw or anything.
You sure?
That's it.
So look at the instructions so we don't break this thing before we even try it.
Nothing else in the box.
Yeah.
It's got a cool little charger, though.
I feel like Zoolander when they're like,
No, it's a
they're
quick.
in
It's a
the
quick connect.
computer.
Oh.
It's a quick connect.
Oh, so it
Interesting.
just pops on there. All right, that's real nice and secure. That way, if it's half on, you get shocked. That's fun.
Yeah.
And then I guess it just, it kind of clicks. And then it just pops into a USB, I guess into a laptop or something.
I wouldn't plug it into a computer.
What else do you plug it into?
Just the
A
power
charger.
Yeah, like a little power.
So I'm guessing
cord
this
or
is the
power brick.
cartridge right here.
Yeah.
And I got the original flavor.
because we thought that would be
All right, so
the
I guess
less
we're going
disgusting.
to try this out, yeah?
You should read the ingredients or their
God, what
their
are the
form of
Okay.
what
Our
their
unique
V-liquid
blend
is.
using the finest sourced ingredients of vegetable glycerin, highest quality tobacco-derived nicotine, extracted from the tobacco plant, and other flavor additives. So they're extracting nicotine straight from a tobacco plant, and then they add tobacco flavor to it. I wonder what the tobacco flavor is they added.
Right?
Probably the leftover tobacco plant.
Yeah, right? Like, what do you get the nicotine from the plant, grind the plant, put the plant on the nicotine? What
difference does that make?
It doesn't make a difference at all, actually.
That was my point.
All right, well, we're going to try it out because I haven't had one of these since, like I said, when the blue first came out and they were awful.
They were terrible.
Supposedly they're better now. They give a better hit.
They look the same.
Yeah, they do. It's got like a nice little kind of metally feel to it, at least. And it's got the papery on the top.
It
so
looks like a quality product. It does. But
I'm assuming it feels cheap, though.
that's what it's supposed to
It doesn't
do.
feel too bad.
No?
That's what it's supposed to do. It's supposed to look like a
I mean,
product.
it's definitely
quality,
heavier than a cigarette. I don't know if I
quality
can.
product. Yeah, it's
See, that would be uncomfortable to leave in my mouth.
Yes.
All right, well, I'm going to try this out. Oh, buddy tip. Where's the buddy tips at? Where's mine?
Yeah, I don't know. You have yours.
Did you not give him one?
I got one. I just want to wear
I
one.
got him one. Ah. Oh, because yours is right there. On the floor.
Can you hand that to me then? Since wait, was it on the floor? Dan, can you
Okay.
just grab me
It's
that one?
So
under
the
package.
buddy tips fit on there actually pretty nicely.
Convenient.
So I just do I push it? Is there a
Draw.
button? Do I
No,
just,
you just
Draw.
draw
Puff
on it.
pass, bro.
Yeah. Let me hit that.
Come
Oh,
on.
lights up.
We're getting antsy. We need our nicotine.
that was it?
That's it.
so bad.
What strength is this, by the way?
I don't know.
Is it full
They don't.
strength?
I don't think they
Actually, I
have.
have no idea what strength this is.
I don't think they have any other strengths.
I think it's just what you see is what you get kind
Yeah.
of thing.
It's got kind of a bite to it, and the flavor
That's
is
what I
like.
remember about the blues.
Yeah, they didn't
They
have.
bite you right away.
I remember watching that.
It kind of makes you
I
choke.
remember watching the speech and the
It,
presentation.
it tastes like a cigarette.
Your
and
face looks
that
hilarious.
Looks like for word what someone said.
Yeah,
up
he
there
did.
At the stand.
You quoted
That tastes
lot
like a
of those.
cigarette, like not the good way. It
All right,
tastes
let's-
like
let's
it tastes like an
pass it around.
ashtray. There's plenty of it. Calm down.
I want to try it. Kind of interested.
Yeah.
It tastes like straight up like an ashtray. That's so
It
bad.
tastes like an ashtray.
Oh my god! I wish I got the menthol. And I don't like menthol. Oh man.
I don't know.
There's nothing that says how much nicotine I'm getting
Yeah.
at all.
Yeah, that's
Actually, I
regular.
had a buddy.
Oh, disgusting.
I had a buddy that I gave my blue e-cigarette to, and he was gonna try quitting smoking on it.
Did he?
And
like
no,
coffee
what
and-
happened, dude? What happened was
Coffee and mold.
he vaped so much on one of those that he threw up because of the nicotine.
Yeah.
Because he wasn't used to not
see,
getting
when
a
I,
hit
see
from
when
it.
I had my blue though,
That's
like
disgusting.
it would stop before it gave you too much. So I
Mine
guess
didn't.
these don't.
Mine didn't.
That oh god. Now I mean, of course you could do that on regular nicotine as well, on vapes. I mean,
Yes,
Pretty
you
sure I got
could,
a
but
nicotine buzz
you
off that.
you
I
get
didn't.
you get a satisfaction or
I like
satisfaction.
I like
from,
satisfaction.
Satisfaction is good.
I don't
You
like
get
the
a
fact it does
satisfaction
not tell
from-
you like the level.
At all. There's nothing in
what?
here. There's
Yeah,
nothing
that-
on the box. Nothing tells me how much nicotine I'm vaping.
Solo.
satisfaction.
That's
Is
the,
that like
that's
should?
the only that's the only closest thing to a
Is
number.
that
on
like
this
should
entire
only
thing.
live once?
What?
I don't know.
Does that mean we're gonna die from
I was
vaping
trying to
this?
be clever.
Probably.
Donovan.
Website and offers
throw
restricted to age 21 plus tobacco consumers. So
Alright.
they don't want you smoking these if you're not a smoker already.
This
What?
This just
What?
tastes like bad vape.
Down there in the bottom.
Like you can tell it's not clean and pure. And
It's like it tastes like an ashtray. Like it reminds me of what it would taste like if I just shoved my face and tongue inside of an ashtray.
Ugh.
I think coffee and mold.
if big
They're
tobacco
talking about the-
owned and ruled the vape industry, this is what you would have.
And we would all.
Which is what they're saying. They're already saying big tobacco owns the vape industry.
No, big tobacco. I mean, big vape industry is
No,
small
vape.
business.
Yeah, vaping is small business.
Small business.
Well, yeah, we can kind of.
What were you talking about?
I don't know. Oh, the little thing here that says right there.
Websites.
It only
website
gives it
and
to
offers?
tobacco consumers.
Yeah.
So it's kind of funny. It sounds
No,
like if
that's
you
a
don't-
regulation for coupons.
Oh, you
That's
have
that's
to,
always been a regulation for coupons. You have to be 21 to use coupons.
No,
on
the
any
fact that it
cigarettes.
says tobacco consumers instead of just
Right.
everybody, like it makes it sound like if you don't smoke, you can't touch
No, you
this.
can be 18 to use the coupons.
No, you can't.
Nope, it's
They
21.
didn't used to.
No, yeah, it's 21.
It should have been
At
21.
At least California.
In South
And I
Dakota,
know
you
that
can.
from smoking Newports because you get coupons all the time.
Maybe
Marbles
not.
did
No,
the
you're
same
right.
thing.
You're right.
You had to be
Right.
21. I don't know if I want to try this.
I've got that blows my mind that I've
After
got
three
no
people
idea how
just
much
said,
nicotine is
Yeah.
in here. Because you know what that feels like? That feels like they have no idea how much nicotine is in here.
Which they probably don't.
Like I feel like there's just some guy with a squirt bottle in an assembly line. All right, next one.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
That
feel like
aftertaste,
the
though.
small business market is a lot cleaner. They're pretty much self-regulated on like the type of quality of product.
Well, there's
that's
so
being
many
put
juice
out.
lines out there that they have a checks and balances system put in by themselves. I mean,
ugh.
Competition.
yeah.
Everybody
Ew.
has their chemically test
Here,
their stuff.
take
and-
that.
Which
Tell
is
me.
healthy which is what
That's
this
disgusting.
country was built
This
on.
does feel cheap. Feels like aluminum.
So look, I'm going to be
Tasty.
totally
It tastes like
honest.
garbage.
My plan was to vape this thing and give an honest review, so that even if it was like, all right, that's enjoyable, I could see using that. I was going to honestly say that.
like
but
it tastes
that is
That is
so
the worst
bad.
Cig-A-Like I've ever had, and I've had better than this.
like there are some.
I taste the
Cig-A-Likes
coffee that Kevin's
taste okay,
mentioning, and then there's like this nasty,
but
like
that tastes awful.
super dry, like
There's a significant amount of
nasty
nicotine in that.
aftertaste.
Yes, there is.
And you can just tell that it's not a clean vapor product at all.
It doesn't feel clean at all. It's like my lungs feel dirty.
Well, and
now.
where'd you buy that at, Ryan?
Gas station.
Gas station.
And how long have they had that?
Right, that's true.
How long has that one been
Oh,
sitting on the
yeah,
shelf?
you're right, because it's in plastic, so it'll give you the idea that it'll be
Well,
good
why didn't
forever.
you just ask the gas station attendant?
Well, does it have an
Oh,
expiration date on it?
They don't know.
Exactly.
It doesn't.
It doesn't have an expiration date on it. And e-juice does have an expiration date.
I
Yeah,
wish
yeah.
they would say what tobacco company the Vuse came from.
It's from R.J. Reynolds.
I want to say Vuse is
Yeah,
RJ.
Vuse is RJ Reynolds.
Winston-Salem, North Carolina.
No, that wouldn't be R.J. Reynolds.
RJ
Winston-Salem is its own thing.
RVC.
Well,
Sa-
whatever.
How many of these things do
Winston-Salem
they
is-
actually sell?
Vuse is big tobacco.
Yeah.
I know that.
No, yeah, it's Winston. There's like Winston-Salem, which is that company. There's Philip Morris, and there's RJ Reynolds. Those are the three big ones.
Oh, an
apparently-
American tobacco
And
company
apparently,
as well.
someone was sharing something
Or U.S. tobacco
on
company.
Facebook about all the tobacco companies being in debt,
I don't know why I'm doing this.
like billions of dollars, a million. Did you guys see that?
Like Wiggles even. It's not
Gary,
even
you
on
shared
there.
it, didn't you, or someone?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think it was me. Yeah,
how all the big tobacco companies are in debt right now, and they're so they're scared.
Stop.
I paid
RJRVC.
6.
I don't feel good after vaping.
RJ Reynolds Vape Company.
no, so it is R.J.
Vuse
Reynolds.
Company.
It's like dirt.
There you
Yeah.
go.
So we'll get on to so Gary,
Oh my God.
I, and another one of our customers who is supportive in the fight to vape, went up to Sacramento, the state capital here in California, to try and voice our opinion at
It won't go back
the
on.
bill for SB 140. The only thing that we got to do is stand up and say who we were, what we did, and whether we oppose or support the bill. And obviously, Gary, I, and our friend Travis all opposed it, but it was very. I know politics are dirty and things like that, but it was just very eye-opening to be there and see how dirty they are. I know these guys watched it on TV too,
It was
but
disgusting and
It was
so
horrible.
Like,
It
frustrating.
It was sickening.
I'm sure a lot of you guys watched it too, but it was disturbing. How the way he's saying
I
it,
kinda wanna
and
get a
I have
part.
no idea where you guys are getting your misinformation.
I'll let you do it.
Just and he knew exactly what he was doing. He expected the reactions that he got out of everybody.
Oh yeah, the whole time he was talking, he had this weird little smirk on his face, like he had it
Oh,
right
yeah.
nuts, because he did.
Yeah, They planned ahead. They knew exactly how we were going to react.
There should have been a lot more people there.
There should have been.
There was only 200. There's like at least
It was 200 people.
minimum.
It
no,
didn't feel like that.
it was a minimum. There's a minimum of about 50 to 100,000 vapors just in Sacramento, San Francisco area alone. That could have half of them could have been there.
Yeah.
If we had 1,000 people there, it would have made a lot bigger impact.
Yeah,
than
I
it
think
did.
we probably had what
Maybe
100 people, 80
almost
people?
100 people,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
75, 80.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There should have been at least 1,000.
And only
For the-
four
there-
of us from the.
There should have been a
from
shout
where
out.
we are.
There was a
Yeah.
bill, and we're not going to talk about this bill. I'm just going to mention it for the fact of how many people they had. But there was a bill on they were trying to make child vaccinations mandatory, and there was
At least,
hundreds,
1,500.
possibly thousands.
I would say at least 1,500 people. There was a lot
yeah,
of people
there
there.
to oppose the bill, and they all got their chance to stand up, say who they were, and whether they opposed it or not.
I believe
that
it
went on
was
for a while.
Yeah,
I believe it was
literally-
still lost, wasn't
Our
it?
bill didn't start until
Right around 5.
Yeah, that
it was like
that
5.
one's still lost.
Yeah,
Yeah.
5:30. And
See, that's what blows my mind, though, is that one lost. Like, there was hundreds of people there for saying no to this bill. No, 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 no. And it still passed. There was hundreds of people there saying no to SB 140, and it passed. That's
Not as many as the vaccination one.
But still-
My point is there was such a huge margin. It took 10 minutes to get through the proponents, and maybe about 35 minutes to get through the opponents. And that's with people only saying, this is my name, I oppose, walking away. That took 35 minutes or so for vapors. Like, how do you say no? How do you say oppose?
It was
that?
9 minutes for us.
Was it?
Yep.
It felt like it took forever. There was so
only,
many of you
It was
guys.
only 9 minutes and like 36 seconds or something like
Still
that.
should have been more.
yeah, our line wrapped around the room that we were in.
Yeah.
Their line for Bill 277 or whatever
Went out that
literally
room.
went out the room, went down the hallway. There's people like waiting. I mean, still outside
Yeah.
to go.
Yeah, and that passed.
Yeah, it still passed.
Democracy.
Actually, no, that went on call as well, I believe.
It passed, though.
Yeah, it passed later that night.
Yeah.
Which, like you said, basically, like no, I'm not going to vote now, but can I vote outside
Yeah.
later when
Right.
no one's watching, so they don't know that I did?
Well, obviously they're gonna. If you're the only one that did it, they're gonna know.
Well, yeah, but you're not doing it in front. It's I don't know. They have a reason.
Regardless,
for doing
I kind of wish that more people would have just stood up against it.
Well, like you said, how many vapors are in Sacramento
A lot.
and surrounding areas?
I don't want to be that guy, but I think if every shop owner would have closed their shop and went there, and then all the consumers that were going to try to buy their vape stuff couldn't buy their vape stuff, I think it would have sent a very strong message.
It would have been a reality
and
check.
Showed like, oh, this is real. This is happening. That's what should have happened. It really is.
Like we're screwed at this
they're
point.
being so sneaky about this.
But-
Though. We're trying our hardest to get the word out, but we only have so many subscribers.
Yeah.
Even the YouTube, the bigger YouTube guys, like they only have so many subscribers.
Well, think about this. How many groups in California on our
It's-
Facebook do we have that nobody showed up?
It's going to get regulated whether we want it to or not. Just this is not the way we want it
Right,
to.
we want it to be regulated in our term. I mean, in a vapor's terms, not tobacco. We don't want to eat
Correct.
tobacco.
Yeah.
We're not tobacco.
Correct. And we started getting nicotine from other sources other than tobacco, such as
Yeah,
plant
one of the
tea.
guys
Plant,
even
yeah.
walked up there and said, "I'm a juice maker and I make non-tobacco derived nicotine."
They ignored that.
Absolutely ignored it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Didn't even acknowledge it.
Nope. When it was time for me, Kevin, and Travis to go up there, Leno wasn't even facing us anymore. He was turned around facing the committee.
He was probably trying his hardest not to laugh.
That's a good point.
But this is the future of vaping if big tobacco runs everything.
You can see it's very nice and clear in here right now. It's very different.
As to our normal
It's
joyful.
very frustrating because I don't even want to vape that.
I want to vape so bad right now.
Yeah.
But I do not
Let's
want to
do
touch
it.
that
Let's
thing.
finish this up. Get this nasty views out of our way. And
Okay. Let's all hit
Close
it.
it
Let's
up.
all hit it one more time. And
No,
give it one.
I'm not
1 to
touching
10.
that. The
It's
thing
nicotine.
is disgusting.
So basically, like we've said 4 or 5 times already, this is what vaping's going to
God.
turn into if we don't get together and do what we can. It's already gone to a point where it's going to be way harder for us to fight it now, but there's still a chance. We need
We
to
can
call.
still fight.
We need to call our representatives and Mark. We need to
send a
call,
letter to the
we-
governor.
Call Leno. There's we'll try and circulate some posts. I know there's a post with his personal phone numbers.
On our personal Instagram for Vape-Out, we actually posted
Yeah,
his info,
that's what it
so you can
is.
get a hold of him that way.
Yeah.
It's there.
So call
Check
Leno.
out Vape-Out.
Let them know and call your representative. We need to do what we can.
Well, in
You know
that
what this is
meantime,
like?
Vapies Unite.
You know what this is like? You guys remember when you used to smoke and you were like down on cash, so you went and you bought like the $1.50 pack of cigarettes? That's what this is like.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
so bad.
Or the 50-cent cigar that will give you nicotine.
Yeah.
Yep.
Or you bought that single cigarette that's been sitting out of the box for God knows how long.
Did you just throw it?
Yeah.
Until then,
Yes.
without a cloud salute, the vapor's gonna vape. Fuck
Awkward.
big tobacco.
Yeah. All right, so that was awful. Are we recording now?
Yes.
All right, everyone hit your vapes.
Oh, it's so much better.
Oh my god.
You see how much vape we got out of that? And it was just generally so much better than what we just
That's so much better.
experienced with this Vuse.
Oh.
I feel
Missed
better.
you.
Do you guys feel better?
Much better.
Oh, my headache's gone.
Yeah, mine's too. I missed you.
I'm tearing this shit apart.
Thank
Go
you,
for it.
Big Tobacco,
Ah,
for nothing.
All right,
This is
you can cut it,
bullshit.
Donovan. Cut it.